Well, hello, it's Chef Jazzy John. How everybody doing today? We're back for a nice new exciting recipe. So since it's summertime, I figured we get into some salads and things. So today I'm going to ask you to do a classic 7-layer salad. And basically when you say a 7-layer salad, there are classics, but then you can actually make the layers anything that you would like them to be. So let's get right into this, and we're going to show you basically how to do the 7-layer, but I'm going to add a couple little extra items into it. So let's get right into it. So our first thing we're going to do, because there is some preparation that you need to start before you actually even start to put your salad together. So the first thing we need our dressing. So we have a cup of mayonnaise, and then we have a half a cup of sour cream. We have 2 tablespoons of sugar and about 1.5 tablespoons of vinegar. So next we have our lettuce. So I'm using romaine lettuce. Some people like to use iceberg lettuce. So any type of lettuce is great, whatever you prefer. So next we have 1 red diced onion that I diced. I prepared 1 pound of bacon, which I do have a couple pieces, and we just crisp it up. Just let it sit and it got nice and crisp and crumbled it up. I bought some grape tomatoes, which I've cut in half. That's gonna be part of the decoration and one of the layers. And then we have cucumbers. This is 1 cucumber that I took and sliced them in half. So that's gonna be one of the layers. And then we have 10 ounces of frozen green peas, which you need to let thaw out and dry out. I actually let them thaw out, and then I sit them on a couple paper towels so that they can absorb any moisture. And then we have 8 boiled eggs, which I cut up some of them. I chopped some of them because this will also be one of the layers. And then I have some for decoration. And then we have 2 cups of shredded cheddar cheese, which is something you can also do your own cheese. And I'm going to be preparing it in what's called a trifle dish. And this is a trifle that you can see all your different layers of whatever you're cooking. You can use these for salads, desserts, different things, anything that has layers in it you want to be visible. So let's get started. So first of all, I'm going to just take my romaine lettuce and just kind of slice it up. And this is the very first layer. So you guys just follow me on the layers. Okay, so, and this is actually easy. It takes a little while to do all the preparation, but it's actually easy. Usually, once you prepare this, you need to put it in the refrigerator for about 3 or 4 hours. Even overnight is fine. So we're gonna kind of rush it today, since I always have to make sure I show you how to taste it. So, first things first, we're gonna just chop up our romaine. So you can use green lettuce, you can use any type of lettuce you want. You can do a combination, you can just put salad in the bottom. That's totally up to you. So we're gonna take our romaine lettuce. And this is such a beautiful dish too. I've actually done them all kind of ways with different colored bell peppers, all kinds of ways. So you have to have a little artistry when you get ready to do this. So kind of add a little bit more. Actually had some chopped up already. So yes, we're gonna do it like that because it's gonna kind of wear it down. It looks like it's gonna be half of it, but believe me, once you get everything in there, it will not be. So let me move my cutting board. Okay, so now our next layer is, oops. Now see, already I forgot what I was gonna do. Okay, so first of all, let's make the dressing. Now that's the most important part. Okay, so we add in our cup of mayo. And this is something you can actually do before you even start your salad, because it's important that this is nice and soft so it's more pliable. Okay, so that's our cup of mayonnaise. This is our half a cup of sour cream. Okay, some people actually put Parmesan cheese in that part as well, but I didn't want to do that. This is our about 1.5 tablespoons of vinegar. So this is what's going to loosen it. And then this is our 2 tablespoons of sugar, which is going to sweeten it. So we're going to just stir all this up, and we're going to set it to the side. Let me get all that goodness off of there. There we go. So I hope everyone's spring is going great. It's almost summertime. I cannot wait. I'm gonna go back out to my summer kitchen once the weather gets back ready and great for us. As you can see, it comes into a nice creamy, like a dressing basically. So it's just good to have this already prepared. That way the sugar can dissolve and you know all the goodness can dissolve. So now we're gonna get back to our salad. So like I was saying, I actually prepared the bacon earlier. I did the boiled eggs earlier. So it does take some preparation. So now we have our first layer with the lettuce. So now we're gonna take our, you can get these trifle dishes at Walmart anywhere, and you actually don't have to have a trifle dish. Anything that's clear works, you know, so that you can display your work. So basically, I just like to take my hand, so I'm gonna just kind of push the lettuce down in there real well. And then, so your second layer is gonna be your red onions. So I dice them up pretty fine. You know, red onions can get pretty strong sometimes. And it's up to you how much you want. You know, if you don't like red onions, you can, like I said, you can put mushrooms in here. You can do anything that you like, and you can make them really, really pretty. And I love a good 7-layer salad. One of my local grocers, they sell them, and they are so good. So I figured this would be a nice start to the summertime. So like I said, I'm gonna try to do a lot more salads. So yeah, so we're gonna just spread it around. There we go. Just pour all this in there. So I'm trying to be all pretty. And I can just take my spoon, just kind of distribute it. There we go. So now this is my surprise ingredient. Let me clean up. I'm gonna add shrimp to mine. So I let them thaw out. They've been sitting pretty much most of the afternoon. So I'm gonna just make a nice little layer of shrimp. And then when you're doing this, you kind of want to, you know, since it is clear, so you make your nice little design to go around so that people can tell exactly what's in your salad. So I'm gonna do them like this. I can stand them up, either way you want to do it. I think I may actually be able to stand them up. So you could just do it like that. Just go all the way around and stand them up. Then that way, that adds color, it adds definition to your dish. So just gotta take your time. I'm moving a little fast here, I'm sure, to make sure that I can get all this to you guys. So hope you have plans for the summer to take a nice vacation, go sightseeing, just have fun, have company over. That's what I love summertime. It is my favorite time of year because it's warm outside here in Chicago. So you can get a chance to see my little artistry here. Like I said, you can do some chicken, you can do buffalo chicken, you can do jerk chicken. So many things. So now I got my design. So now I'm just gonna fill in my layer with my shrimp. And this is not part of the classic. This is a Chef John move right here because I love shrimp. And most people do. And I just bought the cooked, they were already cooked. So now we have our nice layer of shrimp. There we go. See, there we go. Okay, so next layer will be our tomatoes. So basically, same thing. You can put them around. You can, you know, like I said, you can constantly make designs with this. So this is my design. It's really easy to do, and you can just do whatever you want as far as this goes. I hadn't even thought about this, but the tomatoes fit perfectly right inside of the shrimp. So everything that you put around it, you definitely want to be a layer of it. So there we go. And of course, you would take a little more time than I'm taking right now. You just have to be conscious of our time. So now you can see that what the next layer is shrimp. So now we take all the rest of our grape grape tomatoes, and we make a layer of that. And like I was saying, you see the lettuce is starting to weigh down a little bit because And this is something else, anything with, you know, any type of juice, anything, you want to try to make sure you drain it to make sure that your salad don't get wilty. That's another reason I actually prefer to use romaine lettuce, because it doesn't get wilty. So next, we're going to, matter of fact, next we're going to put on some of the dressing. So I'm going to just take the dressing, pour a little bit on. Show you. And this goes really well with the shrimp. So I'm actually going to save some of the dressing for the topping as well. I just want to put this little bit in here. You can just be creative. That's the whole thing about a 7-layer salad. Just be creative. Okay, so now you can see that. Alrighty, so now we're going to do the cucumbers. Same thing. If you want to just stand them up around it. Just kind of sit them down in there. Just take your time. Just go all around. There we go. I love doing creative things. That's one of my gifts that I have, is that I'm creative. I'm always trying to put a twist on everything. That's my wife said, you're always changing things. Hey, but without change, there's no advance. Correct? Correct. So now you can see my cucumbers going around. Alrighty. So now we're going to make a layer of cucumbers. Okay. Alrighty. This is such a refreshing salad too. So you see, I cut the cucumber in half and then sliced it so that they would be more soluble to eat, more easier to eat. Oh God, it's looking so beautiful already. There we go. See there? So now we're going to add our peas. Okay, so I'm just going to kind of pour them in there. Like I said, this is 10 ounces of peas. If you don't like peas, you can do something different. So that's the great part about this salad, is that you can do whatever you want. Okay, I'll pour a few more on there. So usually I just buy a 10-ounce bag, and that does the trick. My wife always says she doesn't like peas, but she will eat them in this salad. Okay, so there we go. Oh, excuse me. So there we go. Another beautiful thing. All right, so now we're gonna add in a layer of eggs. Okay, so first, let's do the designing part. So I'm gonna actually put them like this. So these are just boiled eggs that I cut in half. It was so funny because I couldn't figure, should I cut them lengthwise or crosswise? So I think it was a little bit easier to cut them lengthwise, as you see. Okay. And we are building a great salad here. Alrighty. So now after this layer, okay, so let's get them all around. It can be so pretty. Okay. This is great for a summer party, like a barbecue or any kind of summer party. This is wonderful. And some you can actually make the day before. So I have those in there. So now we're going to add in our chopped boiled eggs. Like I said, I basically used 8 eggs. Alrighty. Okay, I'm going to save some for the top. So now what I'm going to do is, oh, this is looking wonderful. So now you can see the eggs. So now I'm going to put the last amount of dressing on it. We're going to cover all this with the dressing. And that's why you put it in the refrigerator for a little while. That way the dressing has a chance to go down all the way through the salad. One thing I didn't bring over was some paper towels. Sorry about that. Okay, clean up a little bit here. So now, we're gonna spread our dressing all around. Don't mash it too hard. Okay, so now, It's the great part is the bacon. So like I said, you can just take your bacon and crumble it. You can even buy crumbled bacon if you want to, but it's always best to just, to me, to just fry some. Okay, so just want to show you all you do is just break it up. So now we're gonna put out our bacon on top. So altogether, this may take you about an hour if you start, you know, with cooking your bacon. And that's the type of thing you can actually add earlier in the day. Because I cooked the bacon like a few hours ago, but I had some other things to do. But I knew I wanted to make this salad today, so I just did a couple things early. I actually had the grill today, so I've been busy today. Okay, so there was our bacon. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right. So now, our last topping will be the cheese, and we're gonna just kind of sprinkle cheese all on top of it. Okay. And you want to do the reverse way, that's up to you. It's totally up to you. I might add a little bit more bacon on top of the cheese. This is just mashing down in there. And actually, you can even put a layer of cheese down in it if you want to. Like I said, it has no definitions. You just do whatever you like. This is your creation, your salad. So you just do whatever you like. So when a person goes and put their fork down in it or your spoon down in it, that's where they get a little bit of everything. Okay. That get a little messy sometime there. Put in all your little gaps. Make sure it's totally covered. Absolutely beautiful. Like I said, I've done it with red and yellow bell peppers. It's really, really pretty. Okay, so there we go. So now I'm gonna actually add on the rest of the eggs. Put a little bit of them on, sprinkle them on top. So now I'm being real creative. And messy. I like being messy. No, I don't like being messy. And we're gonna top it with bacon. And even you could put some more tomatoes on it. There we go. Once again, this is another kind of quite easy. You know, it takes a little more time. And just to let people know that you have shrimp in it, you put a couple shrimp on top if you want. Like I say, you can make this such a creative salad. I think the next one I'm gonna try is when I mentioned jerk chicken, because I've actually never done it with jerk chicken, but I think that's gonna be my next one. Now we'll put all the bacon on it. And voila. We have a mess. Uh-oh, excuse me. We have a 7-layer salad. So and after you do this, what I would do, I wrap it in plastic, and you put it in the refrigerator and let it sit for about 3 hours, or like I said, you could even do it overnight because all that dressing runs down through. Okay. But for the sake of the video, I'm going to cheat, and I'm going to just take some out of it now. So we'll be right back. Let me get set up, and you all can see this wonderful, beautiful salad. You can see all the layers. And it was done within 10 minutes. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, we are back. We're ready. Like I said, normally you let this, you wrap it up with plastic and put it in the refrigerator for at least 3 hours. But for the sake of be tasty, let's take a taste. Because you need to let the dressing go all the way down. But so far, this is looking really tasty here. So I make sure I have shrimp. I have some of everything in there. There's some lettuce. So I'm gonna go down one section. There we go. You can see I just got a little section out, but you can see all the ingredients all the way down. Get a little closer there. There we go. Okay, so now I'm gonna just stick the spoon right there. I actually have some company here. They're waiting on me to finish this up so they can taste. I can taste the dressing. I can taste the shrimp. I can taste the salad. Got a nice boiled egg. So, this is it. Chef John's 7-layer salad with shrimp. So until next time, Chef John, we out.